Well, well, well. We're back.
That we are. You are currently on YouTube, on the Game Room channel. A channel that has not posted a video in... Damn, that's a thing.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego. Long time.
About 6 months.
About 6
Anyway,
months.
well, no, we haven't had a new episode of the Game Room in over 6 months. That's besides the point. This has been a public service announcement for YouTube and all affiliates. We're joking. Anyways, welcome to the Game Room. Welcome back, I should say. We are going full-fledged as of this week, bringing you news and updates from around World of Warcraft. I can't talk right now for some reason. Anyways, I'm Jared.
I'm Ryan.
And this is indeed the Game Room. Anyways, as you all know, next week, as I stated in a previous update video I did last week, 5.0.4 is coming to World of Warcraft. And in other news regarding updates in World of Warcraft, we just got our beta keys.
Month before the expansion comes out.
Yeah, which is kind of lackluster in every
way imaginable.
Yes, exactly.
It's okay though, because now we have beta keys.
And we can actually do stuff before the beta comes out.
Even though the PTR has been up for like a couple weeks.
Exactly. But good thing is, neither of us are going to go level any content. We're just going to check out some new systems they have in place, see what the dealio is, just kind of piddle around a little bit while we wait for MOP to come out. We're definitely going to be keeping up with the beta changes that happen in between now and September 25th when MOP finally launches. We'll be bringing you news on that front until then. So, yeah, that happened. Just thought we should let you guys know.
About 30 minutes ago.
But, exactly. On to World of Warcraft news, though. We just kind of wanted to go over a few things with you guys just to clarify, in case you didn't or haven't been following all the news around World of Warcraft. A few of these, we're going to be going over loot changes, a few things with races, and we're going to introduce a little new something near and dear to us. Anyways, starting off, loot changes in 5.0.4 that's dropping next week. We will no longer be able to get Valor points from that point on.
Or Conquest points.
Yeah, or Conquest.
Arena season is ending.
Yeah, arenas are out, rated battlegrounds are out as soon as 5.0 drops, which is a good thing because that means that they are just preparing for the new arena season coming in Mists of Pandaria.
Yes.
Those will be reopened on September 25th when MOC goes live. Which is kind of weird a little bit to me because they're gating the PvE front, but on the PvP front, they're just like, yeah, just have at it.
Yeah. I mean, they're making it to where you cannot get Valor points or Conquest points whenever 5.0 drops next Tuesday. Yeah. So, even if you are still raiding, even if you're raiding now, this far into Dragon Soul, and even on top of that, if you're raiding after 5.0 drops, there's really nothing to it. There's really no reason to unless you just really, really, really want to raid.
Well, and to the second part of this this topic is that they're converting all Valor and Conquest to Justice points and Honor points,
respectively.
Yeah, respectively. Thank you. they're taking off the 4K cap,
Mm-hmm.
which means every thing that you do that gives you valor points, instead of giving you those valor points, they will give you justice points to compensate. Which means that if there was ever a time to farm for your heirlooms, this would be the time, because you are going to be getting about double the justice points that
Basically.
you would. There is no cap on justice points, or honor points for that matter, anymore. So there's really you just need to do it. Just do it.
Get your valor cap for this week and farm
Get
some
your
JPs
heirlooms
if you want to.
while you can.
Whenever it drops next week, you will have too many heirlooms. I mean, too many.
Everyone's gonna have too many heirlooms.
Too many
anyway
heirlooms.
by the time
You'll
Mop
have-
hits.
You'll have too many justice points.
Exactly. Or you could go and buy mats off of that one vendor that no one likes to talk about, but we acknowledge that it's there anyways.
It's an option.
And then flood the auction house, just like it always happens. As everyone's got their mats built up, all the guilds are trying to get rid of all their Cataclysm mats to get space ready for all the new mats. Which that's something we're going to be talking about in a later episode. Is what's going on with all the crafting mats in Mists of Pandaria. But looking at 5.0.5 or 6, whenever Mop comes out, Valor Cap is dropped from 4,000 to 3,000. Weekly cap is still 1,000. And I can totally see why. Because
I can't think of a time where I've had 4,000 valor points.
No, never. And honestly, with the new system they're putting in, where you can upgrade your current gear with valor points, that works out really well. Because you're never going to have that moment where you're like, do I need to save my valor points and upgrade this later, or do I need to just go ahead and get stuff? You're always going to be wanting to upgrade something. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to get a weapon, upgrade it, and then go from there.
Because there's still rep gear.
Yeah.
The different factions in Pandaria have rep gear available from them once you get revered for valor points.
Yeah, there are 3 factions that will be selling rep gear. I think it's every slot except weapon.
Yeah.
They'll have this gear available. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call, but it can wait. But yeah, and another thing about valor points is that once you get one character capped completely, like to 3,000 points, it'll take 3 weeks to do it. But once you do it, you get an alt up, cap it out 3,000. Once you do that, all of your other tunes on that server will get 50% more valor points from everything. So it'll be a lot quicker to cap out than previous
that's
ways
the whole
of
reason,
getting valor points.
That's the whole reason my paladin is even on our server anymore.
Exactly.
I'm just going to cap him out and then just never touch him. On the rep front, there's no more rep tabards.
Exactly.
Through dungeons, you have to grind it out old-fashioned way.
But good thing is that we're not going to be stuck at 24 daily quests that we're capped at right now. They're bumping it up to 48.
So effectively doubling it.
Exactly, and there are a ton of daily quests to do all over the place. Between the 3 factions, I think the 3 factions alone, I think there's some like 36, 38, somewhere around there. Just from there, and there are even more daily quests just around the island of Pandaria. It's incredible. Really, there should be no problem getting daily quests done. No. From what I understand, from what everyone understands, these daily quests aren't the usual daily quest grind. There's all sorts of different ones that'll be coming in, and of course they'll have all the different faction achievements for all the daily quests, like they've had for, I think they had it for Tolbarad. They had it for the Fiery Front or whatever.
Yeah, Molten Front.
Yeah, Molten Front. And even Argent Tournament. All of those had achievements for completing every single last one of the daily quests at least once. So they will have that for all those.
So many daily quests.
And you'll never, ever be bored because, like said, there's 48 that you can do during one day. And this is just a general change for a while all over the world. It's actually in China and other Asian countries, they are completely taking the daily cap out because the gameplay over there, they do have rating, they do have PvP, but a lot of people are very casual over there and just get on and do daily quests to make some gold and work the auction house, and that is their game.
It's very grindy. It's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot more grindy than what we're used to over here.
Exactly, and so they just won't have a daily cap at all, which is very interesting. But you know, we would need a daily cap because if we didn't have one, everyone would do everything they could possibly get their hands on every day.
And even still, with the cap at 48, I've only ever capped out my 24 once.
Exactly.
Once, and granted, this is before there's more daily quests and things like that in Pandaria, but still, I probably won't cap out my daily quests because that's too many.
Way too many.
Way too many.
But moving on, just wanted to clarify. Greg Street did a dev water cooler the other day, where he basically talked about how loot is going to work in LFR and the world bosses. It's something called personal loot, and basically the gist of it is that whenever the boss dies, instead of the loot coming up and everyone rolling on it, the boss dies, then everyone rolls against themselves, not against everyone else in the raid group. It's against yourself, completely and totally. Like there can be, this probability laws dictate that this will never happen, but there is the probability that everyone in a raid team can get loot off of a boss drop or a boss kill. Like I said, laws of probability dictate that won't happen ever, and even if we do see it happen,
it'll probably get nerfed.
Exactly.
Somehow they'll nerf it.
But what it does is it rolls to see if you individually get loot. It's not like it'll roll against everyone else to see like what 2 people get loot or what 4 people get loot. It's seriously rolling against yourself. If you do get loot, it'll pick something that's specific to your class off of that boss's loot table, and it will give it to you. And on that note, there's another way for you to get loot through LFR and these world bosses, and it's called the Charm of Good Fortune. And this is something you can get through the Lore Walkers, I believe.
I'm not sure.
I want to say Lore Walkers, don't quote me on that, but it is one of the 3 factions that we will be able to grind through Mists of Pandaria content. And basically what this Charm of Good Fortune does is gives you a bonus roll. You can take it, use it, and you have basically a second chance at getting loot. It's not guaranteed. It's basically another roll.
Even if you get loot on your first roll, if it's not what you wanted, you can use this Charm of Good Fortune and get another chance at getting what you wanted.
It gives something like 50 bonus points for using it for the. I think there's 2 versions of it. There's like a blue and a purple version of it, like normal magic item and then epic item. I believe. Again, don't quote me on that. But you use it. You get them through the factions. And you use it, you get it, and it gives you a bonus roll, 50 for the lesser, and I think 100 for the greater. And it's just an extra roll to kind of boost your chances of getting loot.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah, that's how loot is going to be working in Mists of Pandaria
In LFR.
for LFR and the world bosses. It's still going to be the same for heroic and normal mode rating. They're not making any changes to 5-mans, which is interesting.
The interface is different.
Yeah,
it's still Need Before Greed, but it's a lot easier to tell what you rolled, who won the item, etc.
Yeah, it brings up a little window, and it lists every item that's dropped and shows who rolled on it. Like when you click on the item, it'll bring a drop down. Oh, excuse me. It'll bring a drop down off the item, and it'll show you who rolled on it, who passed on it, what they rolled on it, if they rolled on it, and who won it, which is very, very good for keeping track of loot. And I think this interface will be in for rating as well.
Probably.
Well, I know it will be because in the PTR a few weeks ago we did a ICC run,
right,
and that window was there. So we will have it available to us in normal and heroic mode rating. But it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It works.
And it'll also show disenchant
for
that as well. Just throwing that in there, just in case you were wondering. But anyway, last bit of news we have. All races will be playable in Mists of Pandaria, regardless of expansion.
If you buy a starter, or don't even buy, if you make a starter account, like starter edition account, you
like
could make
level up to 20.
You could
account.
You could make Panda if you wanted to. You could make a Draenei. You could make a Goblin. You could make whatever you want, and that's really cool. Starting in 5.0. It's gonna be in 5.0, but you won't be able to do pandas.
Yeah, until the expansion comes out, because they'll have to, they won't be putting pandas or the island of Pandaria in the game actually until then. But regardless of your account status, you'll be able to make any race. Forever.
And that's really cool, just because...
Yeah, it's about time, too.
Yeah.
Honestly, because they had the class gating as kind of like an incentive to upgrade the game. But it wasn't... It worked for a while. It worked in BC, and for making Death Knights in Wrath, that worked as well. Because you had to have Wrath in order to make a Death Knight, period.
Mm-hmm.
So it really worked for the better. But... anyways, last thing before we let you go, that was the last bit of WoW news, but last thing before we let you go, our website is down. I think I mentioned this in the update I did last week, but new website is up. It's TheGameroomTV.engine.com. It's really simplistic. It's not simple in any form or fashion. But say it again, TheGameroomTV.engine.com. It'll be down below for all of you. You can also follow us at Twitter, which I highly suggest at TheGameroomChannel, also down in the description. And please subscribe, because we run on you guys' support. Without you guys watching our shows and subscribing to our channel to get updates on when we do have new shows out, we can't really do this. So we appreciate it beforehand. Thank you. Thank you for watching this, if you are watching right now. And yeah, we'll see you in Mists of Pandaria. Oh shit.
Damn, that's a thing.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.